What's going on, guys? It's your boy SQ420 here, and in today's video, we're going back to Australia once again, okay? That seems to be the, let's say, I'll probably say that, Israel, probably the major testing grounds for what the new regime-approved world will look like. Now, if it's your first time to the channel, do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button. You will not regret it. But right here, we've got a, I believe it's, the Northern Territory. In Australia, it's imposing a new type of restriction, a new type of plan as far as trying to reopen. And of course, you know, it involves the jab. Why would it not involve the jab? It's jab or bust. We will never, from what I'm seeing, be able to figure out how to treat folk for the disease that should not be named. I don't see a way they're going to be able to figure it out. They're just too stumped. But we ain't stumped enough to be able to make a jab you can take over and over and over again. Oh no, we got the wherewithal with that. We've got the brain power for that one. So without further ado, we're going to let this piece of shit speak.
Ask yourself these three questions. In my work, do I come into contact with vulnerable people?
Okay, so we know who this guy is. Northern Territory Chief Minister, all right? They should just put Michael Gunner, sack of shit, tyrant, bitch ass, all right? That's what they should have just put up there, because that's what he is, all right? That's just all there is to it. And I'm sorry I interrupted, but I had to make sure that that y'all knew his pronouns, all right? Sack of shit is his first pronoun, okay? Oh, man, tyrant's the second. So I'm going to let him continue.
In my work, do I come into contact with vulnerable people? Is my workplace at a higher risk of infection? Do I work on infrastructure or logistics that are critical to the territory? If your answer is maybe, or I don't know, you need to get the jab. Critically.
Hold on a second. Here's what I'm going to ask you. Vulnerable people. What does that mean? Vulnerable people. We're all vulnerable to something at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? Do I work in an area where there might be vulnerable people? Hot damn, I don't know of anybody who don't. If your answer is maybe or I don't know, you should get the jab. I mean, dog, you just lumped everybody in there. I don't know. I mean, hold on a second. So you could be working from your home. Get this now. You be working from your home, but you got somebody vulnerable within the home. Hey, you should get the jab. Somebody's vulnerable at your house. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, my man, he done made a blanket statement right there. He just said, look, Bo, if you want to work, you better get a jab. He Dan Andrews. Him and Dan Andrews probably out there holding hands, singing a seance, and damn thinking about new tyrannical ways to step upon Australians.
The direction also applies to industries who directly face customers in circumstances where the worker may not know the vulnerability of the person they are interacting with. So it is simple. If your job includes interacting with members of the public, then you need to get the jab. If you work in hospitality, you need to get the jab. If you work in retail or in a supermarket, you need to get the jab. If you are behind the counter at the bank, if you're a receptionist or positions like that, you need to get the jab.
I mean, it just... Man said, Bo, if you still alive, you need to get the jab, okay? That's what he's saying. Hot damn, man. And here's what's crazy, though. It didn't stop you from transmitting or contracting. So shit, man, what are you talking about? But it's just like, oh, man, I'm going to go down the list. What do you do for a living? Hell, I don't care. They said, man, I go out there and I work in the field. Ah, this thing's airborne, though. Might linger from your nostril, ride the airwaves, and land upon somebody who's vulnerable. You need to get the jab. It's like, dang, Bo, I cut trees, man. I mean, I'm a logger. It's like, I don't care. You need to get the damn jab, okay? Regardless.
A barber, a hairdresser, a beauty therapist, you need to get the jab. All these workers, and many, many more, directly interact with members of the public. That means you are frontline workers in our economy. That means you must be vaccinated. Of course.
You're frontline workers, and you must be. Frontline workers, all right? You're on the front lines. How many folk ain't on the front lines of something? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you're frontline workers, and you need to make sure that you keep everybody else safe. But you can still drag the coof up in there. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, but regardless of what you think or what you believe, or if you're not sure that you want this, or even if you're saying, I'm not going to get it at all, it's not good enough, okay? It's not good enough for us. And we will make sure that we destroy your life, okay? We will destroy you. We will make sure that your family can't eat, okay? Make sure you're homeless to prove a point that we're here to save lives. I mean, that's the point they got to prove. We'll destroy your whole way of life. We'll destroy your income, put your family in poverty, out on the street to prove a point that we're here to save lives. That's the point we got to prove. I said, okay, I got you. Ain't no problem.
There can be exemptions, but these are extremely narrow and must be backed up with medical evidence. Simply not.
You see that? Did you hear that? These are going to be extremely narrow. Boy, they're going to be so narrow they almost don't exist. That's how narrow they're going to be. You're going to need a damn microscope to find them. That's how narrow these things are. All right? That is the wavelength that we're going to ride on here. The narrowness of. Man, and they said medical. Ain't say nothing about religion, because we could give a damn less. Damn you and your religion, what you believe in. And he's going to tell you about your personal belief right here.
Wanting the vaccine is not a reason.
Let me run
Today,
that back for y'all.
Evidence. Simply not wanting the vaccine is not a reason. Today.
So you making your own personal choice, bodily choice, that ain't a good enough reason. You have to be injected with this, and whatever the consequences are, the consequences will remain yours. We don't have any responsibility in it. If something happens to you, if you die, if you have an adverse reaction to it, those consequences are yours. They're not ours. You can't sue us. You can't do anything to us. Okay, I got you. Fuck y'all. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all I got to say, bud. Well, I guess we'd be going down a dangerous path together, won't we? That's all I know. We're going to see who gets starved out first. That's all I know, man. That's all I can tell Australia. I don't know, man. Man, it wasn't that long ago that they were sitting there saying, oh, man, we wide open and we coup-free. All of a sudden now, bud, it just went into a frenzy. And I don't think they got any type of crazy numbers. We'll look at the numbers at the end of this.
We're also announcing the date from which this mandate comes into effect. From Saturday, the 13th of November, if you have not received at least your first dose of a vaccine, you will not be permitted to attend your workplace in that role, and a failure to comply with the direction is a $5,000 fine.
Dang, but not only can you not work, $5,000. You can't work, and you get hit with $5,000. Come on, folk. Can't work and $5,000. So you gonna bang the man's wallet, bang the woman's wallet, man and woman, on the back end. I'm like, hot damn. What is this? This is theft, dude. That's what this is, man. I mean, but I do not get it. I do not understand it. And these people do it, and they just got a blank stare on their face. And that's the way it is. They're bored. They're machines. Golly, but let me let him finish out.
That means that workers must have received at least their first dose by Friday, the 12th of November, at the latest.
Yeah, so there he goes. At the latest. This is the latest. Let's look at the numbers over there in Australia. Let me make sure. Maybe there has some type of catastrophe since I've looked at it last. So let's just go look at their deaths and all that stuff. All right, so here we got right at the top of the screen, Australia. 141,000 total cases, 1,516 deaths out of 25 million people. But, I mean, why? Why y'all acting a fool? You ain't got nothing going on. Man, that's nothing. And look, y'all still keep getting cases and you got stuff locked down, so that ought to tell you something about that. But hey, I mean, we don't care. We're gonna do it anyway. And folks gonna follow it. But man, you ain't talking about nothing here. This ain't no number to sit here and damn shut the world down over. Come on, man. This is it. But now you got to go out there and get jabbed up. You got in order to go to work, in order to make money for your family, to keep them going. I got you for this. I mean, let me know y'all thoughts on this in the comment section below. Australia and New Zealand side by side. They about batshit crazy together. And we all gonna be in for some tough times, but I think, folks, there's some people out there that's gonna get towards the tough times quicker than us out here in the U.S. That's all I'm gonna say. They got some folk gonna get the tougher times quicker than us, because the shit they doing is a flat out, it's a travesty, and you know people are gonna push back. And I just got this feeling in Australia, bud, that there ain't gonna be much way to move past this besides potentially scrapping. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, because there's too many of the police force out there who are compliant with it, who are down with it, down with pushing the mandates, down with arresting folks that are protesting, down with Mason, 76-year-old women in the street. They just down with that. So I mean, as long as they're able to maintain their job, you know, survival, just survival. That's all it is. They could care less whether you survive. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe. Check out both podcasts, Inside the Cube and Day Zero, Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description section below as well for that. As always, be your boy HQ420. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.